What's up guys, this is Chad with ecovapors.com, and today I'm doing my follow-up video, the dual coil build for the Kanger Subtank stock coil. And so I'm going to show you how to build a dual coil. Like I said, it's not that easy, but if you can pull it off, I mean it amplifies the taste, you know, as we all know, dual coils makes it taste a lot better. I'm running it at 0.47 ohms. Let's go to the next screen and I'll show you how to build one for yourself. Alright, so here we are on the building table of sorts. We're going to build the coil. Cool little tank stand, base. Here's the coil, little single cores in there. Single core, dual core. Single core, dual core, quad core. Oh wait, coil. Alright, so in order to get the top right here, put it on the base, take a pair of pliers, and just give it a little wiggle. Like such. Now you can see the little single coil in there. We're going to tear that thing out. Actually, leave that on there. Alright, what you're going to want to do is take your nails and just grab this silver contact pin, set it aside with your cap, make sure you don't lose them. You're going to grab this grommet off here, set it to the side so you don't lose it, and then you can remove the coil nice and easy. Put it on a paper towel so you don't get liquid everywhere. Okay, so now we're going to build a dual coil for our coil. Alright, so I'm going to be using some 26 gauge Kanthal, and I will use a, let's see what size this is. That's a number 0, which I think is about the same size as a 2mm. So, leave you a nice tail piece because you want enough length that you can go all the way to the base. Hold your thumb. And let's do 8 wraps. There's 8 wraps. Flush cutters, give her a cut. Now on this particular build here, you're going to want to pre-burn your coils because you will not be able to do it inside of the actual coil itself. So what I do is take a pair of pliers and I pinch it right there so I can straighten it, and now I have the coil. Take your butane torch, make sure you have your tweezers handy. Then you just want to heat it up for about 10 seconds. And that coil is done. Alright. Coil number 2. Leave a tail, 8 wraps. Straighten out your leads. Torch, 10 seconds. Now we have both of our coils done. Now it's time to put them into the actual base here. Okay, so now our coils are inside the base. So now we are going to run organic cotton through them before we show them inside the actual base itself, because it's really difficult to wick them if they were inside of the coil base. So now we're going to take our scissors, trim off some of the excess. And then we're going to poke them on down. We'll adjust that a little bit here in a bit. Now here's the tricky part. You need to have your coils somewhat the same height as the hole. You do not want, the coils will easily fall too far down. And so what I think is the easiest way to do it, take a small screwdriver and kind of put it across the ledge, or I'm sorry, put it through both holes and create a ledge, and that way the coils cannot go any deeper than that. Then we're going to run our wires together. You don't really want them to cross, so figure out which one's which here. Like such. So now you have one side and the other side. So on one side, real easy, we're just going to snip it at the base, like such. The other side, we're going to take our grommet, put the two wires back in the center hole, bring it down, and push it in there. Now you might have a little bit of problems, a little bit of trouble getting the grommet back in there because we're adding two wires. And so if you take the small screwdriver, a small screwdriver, you should be able to poke it down there a little bit if you need to. This is 26 gauge. If you were to use 28 gauge, it'd be a little bit easier. Now we're going to take these two, we're going to bend them over a little bit, we're going to snip right at the base. Take your center pin, push it in there, make sure that the base of the pin does not grab those two wires and push the wires down. So you want to kind of come in at an angle so you can kind of push those wires against the insulator. Now we're almost done. Now we're going to take our smallest screwdriver, which is a 1.4 millimeter, and we're going to situate our cotton and make sure our coils are somewhat in the area they need to be. That there looks pretty good to me. So you get your dual coils, got your organic cotton. Make sure your cotton's covering your siphon holes here. And now we will throw it back on the base and see what it does on the resistance tester. my box mod says it's 0.47 dual coil, and so I think it might be time for me to get a new resistance tester. Alright, so now we're going to move on to the next step, which is going to be juicing it. And so I'm going to be using Eco Vapors, Eco Reserve, Max VG, 3 milligram. And so I'm going to lightly coat these coils a little bit because I don't want to burn the cotton. Kind of cover the siphoning holes a little bit. Once again, make sure your coils are still lined up. I think mine are alright. And then if you want to, you can fire it just a little bit. And that will heat up the juice and make it go soak in there a little bit faster. So, now that that's done, we're going to take our top cap and put it back on. Check our wire. Now we're going to put our juice back together. Okay, so I put my tank back on. The final read of the build is 0.46, running at 39 watts, we'll make it 40. And yeah, so that's how you build a dual coil inside of the new Kanger Subtank sub-ohm coils. It makes it taste so much better to me having a dual coil over a single coil. And so, alright, let's go back to the main screen. Alright guys, we're back. And that is how you build a dual coil for a Kanger Subtank. Let me know what you think. Let me know if you built one yourself. Maybe you have an idea that I haven't heard about or I haven't figured out for myself yet. Maybe you can help me build mine a little bit better. Thanks for watching. This is Chad with ecovapors.com. Be sure to follow us, subscribe to us, hit us up on Facebook, whatever. And I'll catch you in the next video. Thanks again.